everyone, welcome back to the Creative Juggle Joy podcast. It's your host, Kaylie Edwards. Today, I'm diving deep into a topic that we all grapple with, finding the confidence to put your work out there and actually sell it. Let's be real, the fear of sharing our creations can be a right pain in the backside, and it doesn't matter what age you are. Those pesky doubts can creep in and make you feel like you're just not cut out for this whole creative entrepreneur thing. But fear not, I'll share some actionable steps you can take to overcome that imposter syndrome and put yourself out there. Trust me, I've been there. Spoiler alert, it's not as scary as it seems, well, most of the time. The fear of sharing. First off, let's talk about that fear of sharing your work. I mean, who hasn't felt the urge to hide their creations under the bed like it's some kind of embarrassing secret? Or throw a sheet over your canvas? When I first started my candle business, I had this ridiculous fear of judgment. What if nobody liked my scents? What if they thought my labels were hideous? What if they didn't like my business name? I vividly remember launching my first collection and being so anxious that I could barely sleep the night before. But here's the kicker. Most of the time, the fears we create in our own heads are worse than the reality. So how do we combat that? 1, acknowledge the fear. The first step is admitting that the fear exists. It's like that friend who shows up uninvited to your party. Acknowledge them and then kick them out. Okay, maybe not literally, but you get the point. 2, flip the script. Instead of thinking, what if they don't like it? What if they don't want to buy my creation? Try asking yourself, what if they love it? What if they want to buy it and then want to buy one of your other paintings or one of your other sculptures? It's a game changer. Flip the script. Change that negative thought into a positive. Dealing with negativity. Now, let's touch on this topic that's a bit more serious. Negativity from family and friends. It's a bit different than with strangers. With strangers, you can leave. You can, you don't have to stick around. It's a bit different when it's your family or your friends. If you've ever felt that sting of unhelpful comments or outright skepticism from your loved ones, you're not alone. It can be especially tough for women and women of ethnic backgrounds who are trying to navigate the creative paths in this world that often doesn't make it easy, or even just trying to get into business. For instance, I faced my fair share of discrimination in the workplace just for being a woman. And sometimes that just looked like negative comment. And let me tell you, those experiences have shaped how I approach my creativity and decision making. So what can you do when your support system feels like a support problem? 1, you could set boundaries. It's crucial to set boundaries with those negative voices in your life. If Aunt Maggie can't stop telling you how impractical your dreams are and that you should be getting a job and you should be finding yourself a career or you should be staying at home and just looking after your kid, maybe it's time for a little space and limit how much they actually have a say in your life. I know it's difficult. There's people in my life that I've had to kind of push a bit away and spend a little bit less time with them. Or when they start making negative comments, I have to walk away from the conversation. Unfortunately, it's life, and sometimes you just have to do that. 2, find your tribe. Surround yourself with supportive people who get it. Join creative groups or forums where you can share your experiences and celebrate your wins together, no matter how small. I have so many groups that I'm a part of. Some of them, obviously, I don't actually do anything really with, but I do have ones that I attend regularly, like my local women in business group. That is one that I've started this year, beginning of the year, and it's been a game changer for me. I've had so much support from that, and I support others as well in that group, and I've made some really great friends. And when I'm having a really bad day, I'll message them. Same goes for Dolores. I'm in her community, and just looking at inspiration from artists and students that she has had a hand in. I just love watching that and watching people grow from her side. Another one you can do is find an artist buddy or an accountability partner. Having someone to bounce ideas off can work wonders. A creative buddy or even just a business friend can help you chat it out and keep your spirits up when you're having a really bad day. Seek a mentor or a coach. I can't stress this enough. Finding a mentor or a coach has been invaluable for me. Carrie Green has been a mentor of mine for years, basically since 2018. And let me tell you, sometimes when I'm having a really shitty day, I pop on one of her podcast episodes on YouTube or on Spotify. I just relate so much to her. It's like she's speaking my language, and she says bloody a lot, and to be fair, I do that quite a lot as well. And just sometimes her mannerisms, it just reminds me of me. Maybe it's because she doesn't live that far away, but I've never met her. Just so everyone's clear on that. I would love to meet Carrie Green, but yeah. And of course, Dolores is also a mentor of mine. It's all about surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people who inspire you or you aspire to be like. It's finding and surrounding yourself with people who are more of a positive influence on yourself. I can't remember what the quote is directly, but it's something like, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend most time with. So if you're spending most of your time with 5 people who are mostly negative, then you're going to start being negative, or it'll start affecting you in a negative way and you won't grow. So surround yourself with successful people who are able to lift you up. Overcoming imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome. This is, one I struggle with. I still do today. It's like that annoying party crasher who shows up uninvited to every single event. You know, the one who makes you question every little thing you do. Following you around and picking at things. I had my fair share of imposter syndrome while launching my current business. I'd think, who am I to sell this? Who am I to teach this? What makes me special? But that's the thing. Imposter syndrome is there to try and keep you safe. It's trying to keep you comfortable and not grow. It's part of our reptilian brain trying to protect us. And it doesn't get a say in your life. It shouldn't do when you're trying to build a business, because it will hold you back. I have to tell myself all the time, what are you on about? Just leave me alone. I am trying to do this myself. And it will work. You know, people are going to find my stuff relatable. Some people might not like me. Some people might hate me. God forbid. But it'll happen. You know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. Very much so. You will find people, you will find your audience. and they will love what you do and can relate to you. So number one, embrace your story, your unique journey, your experiences. What makes you unique are what make your work valuable. Share stories with your audience. It creates a deeper connection and reminds you that you have something special to offer. 2, affirmations and journaling. Speaking of your story, don't underestimate the power of positive affirmations and journaling. I've had to attend counselling for my past traumas to help me work through things, and let me tell you, it's been a journey. And I'm still on it now. Sometimes I still have my struggles, but I have coping mechanisms now in place because of things like counselling and speaking it out with people. Now that helps me navigate through all those challenges that I face, or the horrible thoughts that I have come up. 3, the self-care is key. Yes, I know I don't do it enough, especially after having my son and running my business. My partner would tell you that until the cows come home. But it's vital to take care of yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Sometimes it's just me putting a TV show on that I'm in the middle of when I'm having a really hard time. Sitting down, having a cup of tea, a couple of biscuits, or obviously finding time to paint or play around with Affinity Designer on the laptop. So final thoughts. In closing, remember that finding confidence to share and sell your creations is a journey. You're not alone in this, and it's okay to feel scared or unsure. The important thing is to take actionable steps towards overcoming those fears. Don't shut it out. Let the emotions come up. And when they do, question them. Is it really a reality? Is it as bad as you think it is? Lean on your community, find supportive friends, and don't be afraid to shine your light. And remember, every great artist was once an amateur, so don't let fear hold you back from pursuing your passions. Thank you for tuning in today. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who might need a little confidence boost too. Until next time, keep creating, keep juggling, and most importantly, keep finding joy in the process.